Now, whatever job you're in, the chances are you've had to put up with years of pay freezes, because that's been the order of the day in both the public and private sectors. But MPs could be about to get an inflation-busting increase in their salaries. The Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority, which was set up to oversee MPs' pay in the wake of the expenses scandal, wants salaries to rise by 11%. Mindful of the likely public reaction, though, party bigwigs have lined up today to condemn the proposal, as Sarah Smith reports.
You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why.
Obviously not every one of these Santas is the real Mr. or Mrs. Claus, but they are all running to raise money for charity. Raising MPs' salaries isn't seen as quite such a good cause. That's what IPSA, the Independent Parliamentary Standards Authority, are recommending. Controversial just before Christmas.
You've got families that are struggling, you've got people that are working that haven't had a pay rise in over 4, 5, 6 years now. Why should they get a pay rise and we've got to struggle?
I do think that politicians should get a decent salary, and I think that way it would stop all the scandals and all the trying to scrabble about for money.
You know what it's like. You're all excited about what Santa might have left you under the tree, and then when you finally unwrap it, it's not what you wanted. Well, most of us might be very happy with a hefty 11% pay rise, but MPs are saying it's just what they didn't want.
I certainly think it would be wholly inappropriate to be going ahead with a big pay rise for MPs at the same time as every other person who works in the public sector is seeing their pay increases held down to 1%.
Look, this is just totally out of touch. The idea MPs should see a big pay rise when everybody else is seeing their living standards falling, their real wages falling.
MPs currently earn just under £66,400 a year. IPSA proposed putting that up to £74,000. That would be an 11% pay rise, due to take effect in 2015. Christmas is coming to Downing Street today. These air cadets from Devon came to see the number 10 tree getting dressed. They are recycling decorations from last year, we're told, to keep the costs down. David Cameron says he also wants to cut the cost of politics, and he's against big pay rises for MPs, but then he gets paid a good bit more. Privately, lots of MPs say they do want, even need, a pay rise. Not many will say it in public.
I think we ought to reduce the cost of politics, but don't reduce MPs' pay so that you exclude people of talent who would otherwise consider offering themselves for public and political service.
IPSA wasn't created to hand out Christmas goodies to MPs. It was set up after the expenses scandal to take decisions about pay out of politicians' hands. MPs say they won't accept the pay rise. The law says they can't refuse. So, will they change the law, or will they take the cash? It's got to be tempting, especially at this time of year.
Santa is coming to town.